everybody, and today we are talking about a recently buffed perk called Gutshot Straight. I spent all day yesterday in the Crucible testing this perk out on the Allied Demand Sidearm, the Title SMG, Hero's Burden SMG, Taraxa Hippo Scout Rifle. I'm gonna keep saying it like that, so you're gonna have to get mad at me. Randy's Throwing Knife Scout, and the Amit AR2 Auto Rifle. And I'm here to report my findings and let you know if it's worth taking and how I think this perk is best utilized if you do decide to pick it up. So, what does Gutshot Straight even do? When aiming down sights, it increases your body shot damage, but the trade off is that you lose target acquisition. To be more specific, for auto rifles, scout rifles, bows, and hand cannons, it increases the body shot damage by 20%. For pulse rifles, trace rifles, SMGs, and sidearms, it increases body shot damage by 10%. And you get that body shot damage buff by sacrificing your auto aim cone size. Now, the buff that happened reduced that auto aim penalty by 37.5%, which is quite a substantial buff and made me excited for this to be the very first thing that I test and try in the Crucible that came with the mid-season patch. As a sidearm fanatic, which you may know, this was one of the most exciting perks for me when it initially launched. Because yes, headshots are nice, but let's be honest, sidearms are not a precision weapon, and we do be spraying. So getting more damage when hitting the body sounded fantastic. Unfortunately, not every weapon could handle this auto aim penalty well, regardless of how large the benefit was to body shot damage. So, although not terrible on something like the Allied Demand Sidearm, it didn't feel worth it at all to me on SMGs, scout rifles, or auto rifles. And I ultimately stepped away from the perk, especially as a dirty controller user. I'm just saying, you're not dirty, you're beautiful. Well, this buff just completely changed everything. And I personally will be choosing this perk on certain weapons over other perks in that column. And I now have a bunch of weapons I want to go and try to get. So let's start with sidearms. This perk is kind of a no-brainer for me with sidearms after the buff. The only sidearm that I have this on is Allied Demand, but you can get it on the Boudica C and the Sanuna S16, both of which I think I actually like more than Allied Demand, and I really loved Gutshot Straight on Allied Demand, so I'll be hunting for Gutshot Straight on those two weapons, but sidearms already felt pretty decent with Gutshot Straight, and now they just feel freaking fantastic with it. So let's jump into SMGs, which I tried to love Gutshot Straight on before, but the penalty just felt too harsh for the benefit that I was getting. My opinion on that has completely changed. I jumped in initially with the Title SMG that you can get from Guardian Games, and I was rocking dynamic sway reduction with mine, and boy, I instantly fell in love with this thing. Before the Gutshot Straight buff, I found that the SMGs with it on just felt super poopy. They just did not feel good. I felt like my range was capped because my auto aim, my aim assist was falling off faster, and it just did not feel worth it at all. But that is completely different now. This gun feels fantastic. I like to personally throw on an Icarus mod on any SMG that I have with Gutshot, especially because I feel so confident jumping through the air and spraying at people because obviously hitting headshots doesn't really matter. Headshots are always gonna be nice, and I'll delve more into that with the Scout Rifle Gutshot reviews, but you are penalized so much less for not hitting headshots by having that 10 or 20% body shot damage increase, allowing me to really feel free to jump around, slide around, and feel confident that I'll be able to take people out with this perk. I had the same experience with my Hero's Burden SMG, which you can get from Iron Banner. This one has Gutshot, Moving Target, and Accurized. That also feels really freaking good. Like, I cannot describe enough how I was so excited for Gutshot Straight. I tried it on SMGs and was like, nope, right away. And then I used the Title and Hero's Burden with Gutshot after the buff, and I'm like, hell yeah. These are unironically legit for reals. I'm old, sorry. These are gonna be guns that I add to my regular roster of guns that I use. I'm gonna take them into trials. I'm going to use them in 6v6, Science Banner, whatever it is. I legitimately really like them. Other SMGs that you can look for with Gutshot straight on include the Cold Front SMG, Prolonged Engagement, Ikelos SMG, which you can craft it on, hello, and Out of Bounds. My video recording messed up for the auto rifle and scout rifle testing, so you're gonna have to deal with my dumb face on the screen for these segments. I hope that's okay. But let's talk about the gun that is my ultimate sweaty go-to gun, and it has been, but it's sweatier and even better now than it was before with Gutshot straight, and that is the Amit AR2. Like I just said, I've been using this auto rifle for a while because it just freaking slays, but I was running it with dynamic sway reduction and tap the trigger to make it a super duper absolute laser. I took out tap the trigger because you don't really need it and replaced it with Gutshot straight. And this thing is still a laser, but now I have the comfort of missing headshots and it not making or breaking a gunfight. And that's ultimately what Gutshot straight is gonna do for you. You don't necessarily want to only be going for body shots, right? You're not running around like specifically avoiding headshots, but it's like a safety net for your gunfights. You get headshots, fantastic. You have the optimal time to kill with your weapon. But if you get a body shot, hey, that's okay, because you are doing 10 to 20% more damage with your body shots than someone who's not running that perk. Other auto rifles that you can get with Gutshot straight include the Dark Decider Iron Banner auto and Positive Outlook. Amit AR2 is craftable. I don't know why my voice for craftable is craftable. And this thing is man, it's truly a monster in general, but now with Gutshot, it's an even larger, more fearsome monster. So seriously, go craft it, go try it out. It's legit really, really freaking good. Finally, let's talk about scout rifles, because they really do fit into the whole you want to still hit headshots, but Gutshot is a really nice backup plan strategy with Gutshot. So out of the Taraxa Hippos and the Randy's throwing knife, I definitely preferred it on Randy's. Both scouts that I tested, I was running with Cascade Point, which is an incredible perk combination for a scout rifle with Gutshot. You get a kill with another weapon, and then you are treating your scout rifle like an auto or an SMG, spraying and getting that sweet increased body shot damage. I will absolutely be having this Randy's throwing knife with Cascade Point and Gutshot be my go-to weapon when I need a longer range weapon. That's how good it felt. I think this might be the first time I've popped off and felt confident with a scout rifle in like years. I don't use scout rifles. I don't really like scout rifles. And that kind of sucks because I'm always stuck with usually a sniper for long range engagements, which is a little tougher against pulse rifles, for example. But man, I'm going to be adding Randy's to my arsenal of guns that I whip out when I need them. That's how good it was. Other scout rifles that you can get Gutshot straight on are the Hung Jury, which of course can be an adept weapon, and the Jararaka 3SR. But I definitely recommend getting a Cascade Point roll to go with Gutshot straight if you can, because dude, you're turning your scout rifle into like a super fast firing auto rifle with increased body shot damage. It's just stupid. It's really good. So when using Gutshot straight with any of the weapons you try it on, still go for headshots, but feel confident in your increased body shot damage. You really got to think of it as like climbing a mountain without a safety harness and then with your Gutshot safety harness. For SMGs, sidearms, and auto rifles, a little less so with auto rifles, but still applicable, you can really push your movement with confidence. Due to aerial effectiveness being a thing, you will always be less accurate in the air unless you fully build into it. So the likelihood of you hitting body shots is obviously higher. With Gutshot, you can be as mobile as you want. This is probably the time where I noticed I was killing people way faster than I normally would be with that same playstyle, because that's when I was hitting the most body shots. So I am very happy to say that it's a definite, noticeable increase in how fast you're killing people, a decrease in your time to kill. And I can confidently say that Gutshot Straight is now a banger perk. So give it a try and let me know what you think. If you have tried it, what weapon did you try it on and what's your review of it? Let me know in the comment section, and you can catch me running around with my crafted Gutshot Omit and the fusion rifle from Iron Banner that I prestige 6 times to focus. I'm not salty. I'm just broke. Thanks for watching, everybody. Leave a like if you would like to, and I'll speak to you guys later. Bye.